G'day everybody, it's Master Yoda here and I hope you guys are all doing well. The title of today's video is Escorts and Ladies of the Night are the Angels of Mercy for Sub-3 Men. Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day, and although I have made a video on this on my previous channel, I was thinking about Escorts and Ladies of the Night, and yeah, they really are, if you think about it, they are the Angels of Mercy for Sub-3 guys, especially Sub-3 subhumans like myself. They've got to get intimate and have intercourse with some pretty hideous looking guys like me. That must be very tough on them, very tough. But I suppose they knew that when they signed the dotted line. I mean, if a sex worker is going to complain about the ugly looks of her clients, well, she probably should get into another line of work. It's a bit like someone who becomes a professional surfer and they keep complaining about their job because they keep getting wet. Well, hello, what happens when you come into contact with water? You get wet. Yeah, I was thinking about this, and it reminds me of an article that I read back in the Sydney Morning Herald. Sorry for those of you outside of Australia, the Sydney Morning Herald is one of our major newspapers here in Sydney, and I was reading this article. It wasn't so much about the sex industry per se, but more about a particular sex worker that looks after the needs of special needs clients, in particular disabled guys. And there was one poor chap, he had cerebral palsy and he had to be looked after at home by his mother. And his mother, God bless this woman, she would spend $400 a month for an escort to come to the house and service her son. Now, look, I don't know what bedroom fund this poor man was able to achieve given his disability, but once a month, this lady would come around. This guy's mother would pay this lady $400 and she would serve this disabled guy. So the women got to service guys like that, and obviously very unattractive guys like me. But they know that when they sign the dotted line. But I have to say that in all the years I've been escort selling, I've been doing it since May of 1988. So what's that? It's more than 37 years. I've got to say, most of the ladies I know give me a pretty good service. They give me a very passionate service, given how hideous I am. And they really are the angels of mercy. I've been speaking to some gentlemen from the US. They mentioned to me that over in the US, the better looking you are, the better a hooker will treat you. Well, I can sort of understand that logic. But I mean, look at me. I'm a sub-3 subhuman, and some of the hookers I've been in with, and they've been hot, smoking hot. They've treated me like an absolute king. Particularly the mature age ones, not so much the young ones. But I don't see young ones. I haven't seen a young hooker in decades, in years. I exclusively see mature age ladies of the night, and I have to say, they give me a very passionate service. Just recently, I went 2 days in a row. I went on Tuesday and went on Wednesday. On Tuesday, I tried out a new lady. I took her for a 30-minute test fuck, and God, was she good. She was fantastic. She gave me a very passionate service. She was beautiful too. And on Wednesday, I saw this lady the night that I've been a regular of since January 2021, and we really hit it off in the bedroom. She gives me a very passionate service, and she's hot too. She's a redhead, beautiful woman, 47 years old, perfect body. 47, I think. No, she's 48 years old, but beautiful woman. And but I think what I do, I mean, I know I'm a pretty hideous looking guy. Whenever I see a lady at night, I'm always showered, shaven, I have fresh breath, wear deodorant, and I wear good men's cologne, and the hookers appreciate it. The other day I tried on a new cologne, and the hookers loved it. They said they always like seeing me because I'm clean and I smell nice, and I treat them with respect. So I think even if you're a hideous looking guy, as long as you treat the ladies of the night with respect, they'll treat they'll give it back to you. And I find that I treat these ladies with respect. I turn up there nice and clean, smelling nice, and they appreciate it. They give me really good service. A really good service. But as I said before, some of the American guys I've spoken to over there, I mean, I know it's illegal over there, but if you are able to secure the services of a lady of the night, they'll treat you in accordance to how attractive they find you. That to me, that hasn't been my experience. I've been with some smoking hot looking ladies of the night, and they gave me a great service, really passionate, given how hideous I am. But once again, when I do turn up there, I do make sure that I'm very clean and smelling very nice, and they appreciate it, and they give me a very, very passionate service. Although strangely enough, most guys who do see ladies at night or escorts are married men trapped in dead bedroom marriages, not ugly inkwells like me. I used to think when I was a lot more naive and blue-pilled, I used to think the only guys that went to ladies at night were guys like me, sub-3, subhuman-looking guys who couldn't get it from civilian women, who were too ugly for civilians. But no, all the ladies at night tell me that in their estimation between 70 to 90% of their regular clientele are married men trapped in dead bedroom marriages, with the remainder being girls like me, ugly inkwells who can't get from civilians. It's funny, when I talk to some other, more so the virgin inkwells, and they've got a real stick up their ass about paying for it. Look, I can sort of understand that. There's no validation, but really, at the end of the day, most guys pay for it in some shape or form, either directly or indirectly. The only guys who get it for free are those top 5% of guys in terms of looks, those Chads and Giga Chads and Tyrones. They get it for free from civilians, but the rest of us have to pay in some shape or form. In my case, I got to pay directly, also known as the ugly tax. Yeah, so now look too on the totem pole of honesty and integrity. I think ladies are not at the top. I mean, sure, you got some scammers, but overall, I think when it comes to honesty and integrity, they're at the top, and obviously politicians and used car salesmen are at the bottom. Yeah, no, Pookers are probably the most honest women out there. I mean, the ladies at night that I see, they give me very passionate service. Some of them claim to have orgasms. Look, is it an act? Maybe they're just putting on an act so they can get me as a return customer. Who knows? But they do provide me a very passionate service, considering how hideous looking I am. So they are the angels of mercy for unattractive guys like me. They provide a great service. They really do. Yeah. I don't know why there's a stigma with it. Stigma attached with sex work. Obviously, if a woman's underage or she's being trafficked, that should be outlawed. I have no problem with that. But most women who work in the sex industry, they're of the legal age, and they work there because they're doing it of their own free will. Yeah. Now, I've the utmost respect for ladies at night. They've given me the most passionate, triple X-rated corn star bedroom fun a man could hope for. If it wasn't for them, I'd be a 56-year-old virgin. I have no doubt about that. And but look, even my mother knows that I visit ladies at night, and she's supportive of it. She supports me because even though she's a conservative Catholic and she has very conservative views, particularly when it comes to female sexuality, at the same time too she understands male sexuality and she doesn't demonise it. And my late father, may he rest in peace, he used to escort sell before he met my mum. Obviously he stopped when he met my mother, and he told her that, and she was cool with it. She goes, okay, you're a man, you have needs, and those needs need to be met. As I said before, he stopped when he met my mother, but she told my mum, and she was cool with it. And she's cool with me escort selling. I mean, obviously she would prefer to see me in a loving monogamous relationship with either a wife or a girlfriend, and that's what I wanted as well. But unfortunately, my sub-3 subhuman looks wrote me off out of the dating arena. But that's life, my tough luck. I'm not angry with women at that, and they're just acting on their biology. So yeah, I honestly believe that escorts and ladies at night are the angels of mercy for us sub-3 looking guys. They've got to get intimate with pretty hideous looking dudes like me, and it must be very tough on them. But I suppose they have to learn to desensitize themselves to that. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's all to say on the topic. If you'd like to leave your likes, comments, and subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon. You guys have a great day. Bye for now.